Welcome on back, everyone, to Football Manager 2023, the beat save with Nottingham Forest here. I forgot what the save was called, then I nearly introduced Tunes Travels. That's last year. We've been busy in the time we've been here, obviously. We've gone through a long part of the season, trying to make sure we finish the second season before the full game comes out on Tuesday. So we've done the January transfer window. The likes of Richie Leray have left on free. Paul Beth gone to Wolves for 2.1 million. Willie Bolly to PSV for 525 grand. Osong, Johnson, Smith and Mangala all gone out on loans, and Lewis O'Brien's gone to Trabzonspor for £6.5 million. Joe Gerhardt's been recalled by the Leeds because he wasn't playing in the correct position. We've brought in Jeremy Sarmiento on loan from Brighton, Jeremy Doku from Rennes for £30 million, potentially rising to 39, and Lorenzo Parola from Inter Milan, £3.2 million. He's a young centre-back who we are trying to loan out for this season, but there's a chance he could get some first team football for the rest of the season. But Jeremy Doku is the big one, of course. 21 years old, incredible little player. I think he's going to do wonders for him. We do have a release clause in there of £61 million as well, should teams want to come in for him. So I think we're in a pretty good place in terms of keeping hold of him. Since we were here for that game against Leicester and Millwall, you can see we've had a pretty good run. We're not going to go through all of them because there's been a fair few games in there, but we've had some good results. 3-1 over Sunderland, 6-2 victory over Blackpool in there as well. We did lose 2-1 to Bournemouth on the first day of January. Of course, they are battling for promotion with us. This one's a little bit annoying. Aurier sent off in the 42nd minute. Really difficult for us. We beat MK Dons 5-2 in the third round of the FA Cup. When you get a hat-trick in that one, you can see all the results that we've had there. You can pause this if you really want to look at them all in depth. Today we're going to play Hull in the league and Brentford in the FA Cup fourth round. This is how the league stands at the moment. We are third place at 62 points, 65 points for Bournemouth. Let's take the headphones off. 7 points behind Leicester up top, so it's going to be tough, I think, to catch them. We are focusing on Bournemouth, who also have a game in hand on us as well. Burnley 3 points behind us there, but we've got a comfortable gap to the playoffs, so hopefully we should be in the playoffs at least. This is what going with today. Pope, Nico Williams, who isn't quite fit enough for a full game, but I don't think we've got any real options there at the moment. You can see we've got a couple of players injured as well, in the likes of Doku and Gibbs White. Coney in at centre-back, McKenna, Aurier, Odger, Freuler, Johnson, Lingard, Sarmiento and Awonyi. So, yeah, let's go and see what we can do here away at Hull. Justin doesn't agree with today's team sheet. Well, I don't have many more options, do I, because of injuries. So, at some point we may have to look about bringing a couple of players up from the under-21s just to fill in this squad. Because like I say, if we just get another injury or a suspension, we're not able to fill the bench there. So we need to, just take a look at a couple of things and make sure we have enough depth to keep the squad fit for the rest of the season, as well as Ori has to throw in here. Finds Lingard. McKenna to Coney. Back to Pope in goal. Chips it forward for Nico Williams. Johnson switches play to Aurier. That's a good ball there. Dispossessed, but still on the ball once again. And it's a good ball in. And Taiwo Awonyi gets his 32nd goal of the season to give us the lead 12 minutes into this game. And it's a good ball in from Aurier, let's be honest with you. Cracking pass. Great finish. And this is why I was so desperate to keep Awonyi in the summer. I personally cannot believe I didn't have a single bid in for him in January, but maybe teams knew how much he was going to cost, because they'd have had to have booked up a pretty hefty sum to prize him away from us. He's just been so crucial all season long. If Preston could find a goal against Bournemouth, we would very much like that, but we have a free kick to defend. Seri chips one forward and Greaves' header just wide. Nobody was marking Greaves there. Pope plays the ball out to Williams. Gives it away. Greaves knocks one forward towards Fleming, but he might have been offside. Williams picks it up. Can he make a better pass this time? Right idea, but no. Greaves into Wintle. Binconi doesn't win the header, and Oscar might get there, and does get there, and he goes just wide of the post. We get caught out a little bit there. As soon as we lost that first header, we were in a bit of trouble. Hull have got a couple of players struggling for fitness, though. As the corner is headed clear, one he's going to pick that up. Switches play to Binconi in space. Can he find a cross? Williams. Jeddah Sarmiento gets his first goal for the club after his move on loan and makes it 2-0 after half an hour. And a little bit more comfortable for us. It was a great switch of play, sensible football then. To just knock it around the edge area, create some space. And first time shot from Sarmiento gives us that little bit more of a cushion between us and Hull. And can we grab a third one? If we could, that would be a lot more comfortable for us. Aurier, is he going to hit one? He is. It goes over the bar. Not a player we particularly expect to score too many goals. But we come towards half-time. We're in a pretty good position as Good takes the free kick into Wintle. Torre. Good press there. There is space on that far side, but he goes straight through the centre instead for Cynic. Fleming towards Oscar. Oscar gets up there before McKenna. Heads home, it's 2-1, and it just gets a little bit more nervy again now. And I think it was just a case of, having a running start. McKenna doesn't quite get off the ground well enough. Oscar beats him to the ball. And just like that, Sarmiento picks up a potential foot injury. He's had to go off injured. Dennis will come on for him right before half-time. That's a huge blow for us. We do go in at half-time 2-1. Let's tell them to not get complacent out there. McKenna is going to come off for, let's bring on Worrell. And Freuler off for Scarpa. And actually, let's bring on Brennan Johnson. Let's take off Brennan Johnson, leave Josh Bowler. So 4 changes made, one of them enforced by injuries. A couple more made for fitness reasons and one playing just for form. And let's encourage. That hasn't gone down very well. Frustrated, struggling to meet the pace of the match, uninterested after feedback. That's a little bit of a worry. As we have a little jump cut for a sneeze. Torre into Wintle. Please don't let us throw away a 2-goal lead again. Torre to Good. And providing they don't score here, and Bola is in behind, can find a cross. And Cynic scores. I was going to say, providing they don't score here, we're going to get to a bit more of a defensive shape. But instead, we're demanding more. We're going more attacking. We have thrown away a 2-goal lead once again. And, I mean, this is sort of the reason why we are not challenging for the league title this season. We've just thrown away far too many points from winning positions. Always going to go to right back. Nico Williams is going to come off for Omar Richards. He has played 10 minutes more than he perhaps should have done. We are now going very attacking. But it's Fleming and the Hall looking to pick it forward. We cut that ball out. Aurier now on this right hand side tries to cut back, gives it away to Adama Traore, and Longman should have scored, but Pope does claim that ball. And we're just going to demand more. Once again, we have a corner here. Scarpa delivers. Worrell gets his head to it. And Joe Worrell gives us the lead once again with his 6th goal of the season. It's 3-2 to Nottingham Forest. And we finally get a goal from a corner. We don't see many of them this time around. Great ball in. Worrell gets up highest. Heads across the goal, across the keeper. And finds the back of the net for 3-2. Now, can we hold on to this? I really should have changed mentality before the highlights. Dennis can't keep hold of the ball. Good goes back to Trafford in goal. Lingard's not having the best game for us. Dennis wins it back. Richards looks forward. Headed clear. Bowler can't win that. Jeddah does. Awoniyi beats his man. Awoniyi to seal the game. He goes around the keeper and it's cleared off the line by Good. Oh no. Oh, if we concede, that is a huge miss. Bournemouth have taken the lead there as well. Awoniyi goes around the keeper. Superb move, but it's cleared off the line. Richards wins the ball back. Finds Dennis. Awoniyi, can he score this time? Yes, he can. It's 4-2. And we can breathe. It looked like Hull was throwing more people forward to try and score the goal. They got caught out at the back. Dennis in space. Defender comes across to him. Dennis just puts the ball into where that defender should be. Awoniyi goes across the keeper. Goalkeeper models aren't great in this beta. You'd expect the goalkeeper to sort of save that chance, but we don't care. We really don't care at this point. We are going to get out of here with a win. It's 4-2. And yeah, it's not been a bad performance at all. Gives us a nice bit of momentum going into that Brentford game as well in the FA Cup. Brentford, who are currently sat 12th in the Premier League. Divock Origi is the striker for Brentford. So, where did Ivan Toney go to? Manchester United, £40 million. So they brought in Divock Origi to replace him. There we go. We'll play Divock Origi and Brentford in this next part of this episode. Time for a bit of FA Cup action away against Brentford. We've got Pope, Williams, Worrell, McKenna, Richards as the back four, Ajeje and Freuler in midfield, Johnson, Lingard, Scarpa and Awoniyi are that front four. Let's go and see if we stand any chance of getting through to the next round. Obviously, like we mentioned, Brentford are a Premier League team, but we were last year, so yeah, I mean, they've got a very, very good team, haven't they, there? Chris Frazier at the back, Raya in goal, the likes of Dewsbury Hall and Benbow, Damsgaard and Origi is going to be very, very dangerous as well. But we're going to create chances. I have no doubt we're going to create chances. We just need to make sure we take them, try and limit the chances that Brentford have. If they're going to beat us, make sure it's a wonder goal. Here comes Johnson, gives it away there. I was just about to say as well, we can't afford any mistakes, and so much space here. Damsgaard, good defensive work though to get back and block that cross. Corner ball from Scarpa is cleared out, and now Origi's going to bring it forward. McKenna wins it back, finds Johnson. Miranda though, Pinnock in his own area, it's a poor ball. Scarpa to Lingard, who fires it against Awoniyi, which deflected it wide, but he was offside regardless once it hit him. We've just changed to cautious as well. Scarpa's ball in, Freuler's header, finds it back in there. The flag is up, is it? We're going to be checking for offside. There is VAR because it's a Premier League ground. I thought he was on, and he is on. He was never at any point offside. And we do have the lead. Yeah, I mean, at no point was there any question of offside. No idea. But that's what we've got VAR for. Correct them mistakes. And yeah, I was to say, we've gone cautious just because we are the away team here. I am expecting Brentford to have more of the ball. We are going to go positive now, though. As we go into half-time, 1-0 up. Not much to see in that first half, but good so far. I'm going to tell them they're capable of even better as well. Pope with the short goal kick to McKenna. Clears one downfield, but Yannick wins the header. And Wembo, Richards dives in. He needs to be careful because he's on a booking. And Wembo once again skins his man, but fires wide from range. As Yannick goes back to Raya in goal to Agier. Richards wins the header. Freuler to Scarpa. Looks for Lingard. Lingard should score from here, and that's a great defensive block. I think it was from Yannick, because that should have been 2-0 at this corner. I'm just going to make some changes there. We've got a corner to defend. Pinnock wins the header, and Pinnock fires just over for a goal kick. That was close. as well. Johnson is going to come off for Dennis. We are going to take off Nico Williams for Aurier, and we're going to take off Richards. So we'll switch them over. And B. Coney's going to come on a right back, Aurier's going to go left back. Just with Richards being on that booking, and we've just seen him dive into a couple of tackles as well. I really don't want to risk that chance of a second yellow. And I think we're going to make some more changes now to try and see this game out, which we have paused now. We're going to take Lingard off and actually bring on a holding midfielder. Hence, place Chiarti is going to come on there. Smooth Scarpa back and bring on. I'm going to make a risky decision here. One is going to go on the wing, and Keith Carpenter is going to come on. Keith Carpenter was one of the youth intake players. He's 16 years old. And we're going to bring him on up top for his debut. With his 1-0 up, with 15 minutes to go. Dennis to bring it forward, and we've got people forward. Can we make it 2? Can he find a pass? He's going alone, he's taking it wide. He's drilled one in, it's a poor ball, and if he'd have released that sooner, there was a good chance for 2-0, and now Brentford are going to come back at us. Alvaro on that wing, in for Dewsbury Hall, pulls it across from Bembo, and he's offside. 15 minutes. Every time I click to do something, a highlight starts, and Bembo, McKenna clears Aurier on the edge of his own area. That's better. Just lump it downfield in a 1-yee in a foot race. Beats the man to the ball. A 1-yee. That should seal it. We're not going to say that. We're not going to jinx it. But we have 1 foot in the next round. And it's just a long ball forward. And a 1-yee to use his pace. Cleared his man. And curls one beautifully past the goalkeeper. For 2-0. And I mean, when you look at statistics, we haven't particularly deserved this, but like I say, take your chances. Free kick comes in and they've hit the bar there, and this is it. We haven't had many chances. We've had 2 shots on target, we've scored both of them. So 1-yee goes down, Pinnock looks to bring it forward for Alvaro. Marcelin from the edge of the area fires wide as well. And again, we haven't particularly seen them have any clear-cut chances in this game. You don't mind them shooting from the area like that, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to do what we've just seen. And that one time, you've conceded a world-class goal. You can't really say too much about it. Coney on his debut gives the ball away, but wins it back. Good tracking back there. Worrell gives it back to him. Jeddah to Coney once again, gets it back off him, playing between the two of them here. Coney in space, finds Dennis. Dennis, what a goal that is from Emmanuel Dennis. He's 3-0, and all of a sudden this scoreline looks comprehensive, and we are into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Coney did well, patient to find Dennis, and this is such a tight angle from Dennis to score from, but it's a cracking finish as well. 3-0. I definitely did not expect this. Nine shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. That, to me, is a pretty damn good afternoon. What a performance from the lads there. And, yeah, we are into the next round of the FA Cup. Don't know when the draw is. Let's just progress a couple of days, see if we can find that draw, see who we get, because that could decide when we come back for the next episode, even though, I really want to try and finish the season on Monday. Richards picks up 2 yellow cards and a ton, so he's banned for that 5th round tie. When is our draw going to be? Today? No? I really hope we're going to get this before this Plumker. There we go. The fans want Leeds. 69% of fans want Leeds. Let's go and view the FA Cup draw here. We've got 16 teams left to draw. We're just going to press the fans. We won't go through all of it. We've got Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank leading it. Chelsea are the first team out, and Chelsea will play Wolves. So an all Premier League clash there. Tottenham at home to Oxford or West Ham. Lincoln, I wouldn't mind this one. Get Man City, of course they do. Gillingham or Chesterfield, wouldn't mind that one either. Against Everton. Sunderland, Norwich. We are at home to Fulham. Okay, that is winnable. That is winnable. Let's quickly see out. Newcastle or Liverpool play Hull. Leeds will play QPR. So there we have it. I don't think we need to come back for that tie. On Monday, we are coming back for the final couple of games of the season. And we're going to wrap this save up on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we're starting with Buxton. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. You know what to do if you have. And have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.